Hello everyone, my name is Clynis from Clynis Creations. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made these simple wedding thank you tags that I'm going to send to my wedding guests. So if you'd like to see me doing this project, then please keep on watching. So the main things that you would need for this project are these tags that I got from Michaels. For paint, I would use the metallic purple from Deco Art, also from Michaels, and an acrylic paint which is in royal blue, also from Michaels, and the small vintage envelope that I got online where I will put our letters in. So I got really excited when I got these tags from Michaels. They were on sale and they already have the design, so it's basically good to go. But knowing me, I'd like to add more details to my projects, so this is where we will add some stenciling, some modeling paste, and some die cuts, and a little bit of embellishments. To start off, I'm going to use a modeling paste plus a stencil. Now the trick is when you're using these two, you have to be careful not to slide the stencil around your canvas as much as possible, because if you are moving the stencil, that will ruin the design and you won't be able to see the details of the stencil design. So I'm just carefully applying the modeling paste as if you're putting a jam on a bread, but really careful. And when you're done, you just remove or lift the stencil easily and then clean up the edges. What I like to do after I use the stencil with the modeling paste or anything else, I'd like to clean it off with water or soap, or in this case, because I don't want to go upstairs, I just wipe it off with a disinfecting wipe. Also, don't forget to clean up your work surface. Once you're done, you can dry the modeling paste using a hairdryer. So once everything is dry, I am priming my canvas with a white gesso. Now I'm putting a thin coat of the white gesso since I really like the colors of the tags, and I would like for the colors to peek through a little bit through the design. Every time I do a mixed media or any craft that involves painting, I would really like to gesso the canvas so the paint will adhere better, in my opinion, on the canvas. Dry your gesso after applying it on your canvas. So after priming your canvas, now it's time for you to add colors. Now with this technique, I am adding a little bit of water and paint at the same time, so the paint will blend seamlessly into the creases of the modeling paste and stencil design. I am dabbing off excess water and paint with the use of a paper towel, then drying it off with my hairdryer. Now I am adding the royal blue. The royal blue and I would call a regal purple are the color themes for our wedding, so I'm sticking to the color palettes as much as possible. And same thing, I am adding water to the paint and dabbing off excess water with a paper towel, and then drying it off again with the use of a hairdryer. Then it depends on the preference that you're going for with the look and design. I'm just going or aiming for a seamless or blended colors for now. To add more pop, I'm adding this vintage gold acrylic paint, also from Craft Smart. This is actually an additional color of our wedding theme, so I really like to put this on the canvas as well. On this portion, I'm going to use these leftover die cuts from making our invitations. I'm using a tacky glue to adhere the edges of the die cut onto my canvas. Now I don't want the whole thing to adhere to my canvas because I am creating a pocket so that our mini envelopes can go into between the die cut and the tags. While the glue is drying, I'm moving on to priming this resin that I bought online using a white gesso. Now with this gesso, I find that it's too thin, so I had to reapply it 2 more times, sorry. Once the 3 coats of gesso are dry, I am going on with the colors, starting off with the metallic purple with a little bit of royal blue. Now when you're blending colors, you want them to be seamless, and it's like you're creating a gradient where you cannot really identify where everything starts or where everything ends. Now after painting, I'd like to of course clean my work surface, because it will be harder if you let the paint dry on your work surface. And yes, after I'm satisfied with the blending, I'm going to dry the paints. And with this part, I am actually going to use the laser wood designs or laser cut wood designs that I got online. I figured that I should be using this to add more interest on the tags. Now the resin seemed to be disappearing from against the die cut, so I've decided to use a white gesso and paint that lower corner right there that you saw before adhering the resin onto the die cut. To ensure that my pocket is still intact, I slid a cardboard in between the tag and the die cut. Now in here, I'm adding a little bit of red to the purples and blues to add that warmth to the cool tones of the purples and the blues, and to add more interest and depth. We are halfway done, and in this part I'm just trying to figure out what type of embellishments I'm going to use. Now I really like to stay into the color theme that I'm going for. That's why there will be a lot of blues in different hues and purples for embellishments as well. For the next part, I'm going to paint this laser wood design. In my opinion, you don't have to prime them, because once the paint dries, they still stay true to color. So I'm just going in and blending the blues and the purples together, and before adhering them, I have to dry the paint, and using the tacky glue, I'm going to adhere the wood design to the tags. The tag. Singular. I have to ensure that there are no excess glue from the wood design, because I don't want the pocket to seal on me. So that's what I'm trying to ensure. And then I'm just going to add more highlights using the vintage gold paint, and then going in again with some blue acrylic paint onto the tag itself, adding more water, and then dabbing off excess water and paint with a paper towel. I would also like to mention that these tags will also serve as fridge magnet ornaments. I just bought the fridge magnet stickers from Amazon, and I'll be sticking them on the back of these tags. For one of the more fun stuff to do, embellishments, I'm trying to figure out the shape of the embellishment that I wanted to use. I don't want to use as much, although we can do that, but we don't want to go crazy, because we're still making a lot more and we have to save our embellishments. And yes, so I've decided to just go with this oval shaped acrylic gem. I think I got these also from Michael's. Now I'm just trying to get a tiny royal or deeper type of gem color. This one, I think I got this one from the dollar store, and just using the tacky glue to adhere everything in place. The tacky glue is good if you have a lightweight embellishment to stick on to your canvas, but if you are using metal embellishments, I would rather use E6000 transparent glue or a heavy body gel medium. And here is our finished product. I hope you guys enjoy and learn something from some of my techniques, and I hope you guys find inspiration on my project. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to see more of my craft, or if you'd like for me to do a challenge, you can comment down below, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. It's Clynis Creations, and a blog post will be posted at 𝖕𝖙𝑠creations.blog for the prices and the links to where I got my materials from. Have a great day, guys. Bye.